We're headed toward globalism. We're headed toward global empire for a number of reasons, including the technology and the advance of technology that we see, whether it's artificial intelligence, quantum computing, or molecular manufacturing, which isn't on the radar of a lot of people. That won't really become, once it becomes reality, we'll have global empire. We can talk about that in a little while. But I think also we're seeing what has been the global empire for our lifetimes, the United States of America, where I live. We're seeing them lose hold of that dominance militarily and financially on the world stage. I think that's probably the big event that's happening right now that we see. So we see anywhere from, I like to point out that in the 19th century, the British Empire ruled the seas. The Royal Navy was all over the earth. They had colonies all over the world. They had the world's reserve currency was the British pound. The financial center of the world was London. And the British Navy, Royal Navy, opened up the world's waterways and made them freely navigable for world trade. And that was a symbiotic relationship that they had financially and militarily, where their military was supported by their financial dominance and their military dominance supported their financial dominance. And then the aftermath of World War I, we saw that power waning for a number of years, and the baton passed to the United States. And we saw the dollar become the world's global reserve currency, and the International Center of Finance moved from London to New York. And we saw it was the United States Navy that was projecting power around the globe, opening up the world's waterways for freely navigable trade. And essentially, this financial dominance allowed the United States to project its military power around the globe. And again, a symbiotic relationship where the US's financial dominance helped give it military dominance and vice versa. But we're seeing big cracks in that, especially in the last several years. Most notably, we have, as of a year ago, December, we had Operation Prosperity Guardian to open up the Red Sea and make it freely navigable for trade. That has been an abject failure. And from the moment it started, I pointed out it would be a failure because U.S. conventional military power is now obsolete. We see we're in the era of drone warfare now. It's a very early part, the initial phases of the drone era of warfare, but we see on the battlefield in Russia, Ukraine, it's a battlefield dominated by drones.